Good morning, everyone. Today we will discuss the first chapter of class 12, the reproduction in organisms. So, from this chapter, you will get to know first what is the definition of reproduction, what is the meaning of reproduction, what is the advantage or usefulness of reproduction, how many types of reproduction are there in our world, and what is the advantage and disadvantage of each and every types of reproduction. So today we are going to discuss first the definition of reproduction. What is the meaning of reproduction? So I think all of you know that reproduction is one kind of the biological process or is a fundamental feature of living organisms which involves the transmission of genetic material from one generation to the next generation. Okay, so I think all of you know that this is one kind of the biological process by which we reproduce our offspring. So this is the basic things of the reproduction. So this is solely a fundamental features of living organism. This is one prior feature of living organisms which involves the transmission of genetic material from one generation to the next, ensuring the survival of species over long periods of time. Next slide contains the lifespan. So each and every organism has their specific lifespan. We all know that what is the definition of lifespan? That this is the actually the period from birth to the natural death of an organism is called its lifespan. We all know that I am repeating again. What is the basic definition of lifespan? The basic definition of lifespan that this is one period from birth to the natural death of an organism is called its lifespan. So this lifespan actually may be a few minutes or several thousand years, and this is also dependent on the unicellular organism, multicellular organism, or the vertebrates, invertebrates, or all those things. Clear? So this is actually the chart of lifespan of some organisms. So fruit fly like the Drosophila, the scientific name of the fruit fly like the Drosophila, their lifespan is 1 day, where the banyan tree's lifespan is 200 years. So this is important for your exam, that these kinds of chart is very much important. So you have to remember each and every lifespan for each and every organism. Okay, so normal human's lifespan is 100 years. Okay, next is the phases of life. So after discussing the lifespan, you should know the phases of life. So lifespan of an organism actually includes the different kinds of phases. Actually it includes total 4 phases. First one is the juvenile phase, second one is the maturity phase, third one is the aging and senescence, and last one is the death. So the normality you can say in this way that we have total 4 phases of life cycle. We have 4 phases of life cycle. The first phase is the juvenile phase, the second phase is the maturity phase or reproductive phase, third one is the aging and senescence, and the last one is the death. Okay, the juvenile phase means the infant stage, and the maturity phase means the adult stage. Okay, and aging phase means the after 45 to 50 years, and the death means the it's actually is dependent on the human person to person, this death span or the death time. So the next slide contains the types of reproduction. Next slide contains the types of reproduction. So there are normally 2 types of reproduction present in our environment. There are normally 2 types of reproduction present in our environment. First one is the asexual reproduction, second one is the sexual reproduction. So I am repeating again, this is important for your exam also, that there are 2 types of reproduction present in our environment. The first one is the asexual reproduction, second one is the sexual reproduction. So from this term, this asexual, from the term of asexual, I think all of you can understand properly what is the meaning of asexual. Asexual means the absence of sexual process. And what is the meaning of sexual reproduction? It means the presence of sexual process. It means the the sexual intercourse or the copulation or coitus takes place between two organisms. Okay, there is one basic difference between the asexual and sexual, that in case of the asexual reproduction only one sex is required, either male or female, but in case of the sexual reproduction we need both two sex, we need both two opposite sex, male and female both, not the male and male, not the female and female. We don't require actually homogametic sexual reproduction, we need the heterogametic sexual reproduction. Okay, so sexual reproduction always takes place in the heterogamous condition. The next one is the types of asexual reproduction. Next thing is the types of asexual reproduction. First you should know what is the definition of asexual reproduction. In our previous slide already I have discussed that what is the meaning of asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction means the absence of sexual process. So there are so many types of asexual reproduction is there. The first one is the fission. So there are normally two types of fission is there, binary fission and the multiple fission. Okay, second one is the fragmentation, third one is the regeneration, fourth one is the budding. So there are two types of budding is also there, the external budding and the internal budding. Example is hydra, and the internal example of the internal budding is the spongilla. And the last one is the vegetative propagation. I am repeating again because these kinds of chart is very much important and useful for your better memorization, easy memorization, and also it's important for your exam. So that's why you should know properly that what is the meaning of asexual reproduction and what is the types of asexual reproduction. So there are so many types of asexual reproduction is there. Normally is the fission, fragmentation, regeneration, budding and the vegetative propagation. So always remember the asexual reproduction always takes place in invertebrates group. Asexual reproduction always takes place in invertebrates group. Okay. So this is your next slide. The next slide contains the vegetative propagation. This vegetative propagation is only present in the plant's body. The vegetative propagation only present in the plant's body. So there are so many types of the organisms are there, like the runner, rhizome, leaf buds, tuber, offset, bulbil, all those things are there. So there are different kinds of the vegetative propagation is there, and always remember this vegetative propagation always takes place in the plant's body, not in animal's body. These kinds of asexual reproduction is absent in the animal's body. These kinds of asexual reproduction is absent in the animal's body. Next is the asexual reproductive structure. So like the zoospore, conidia, birds, gametes, so all those things, different kinds of the reproductive structures are there. So these kinds of zoospore, like the zoospores is one kinds of the asexual reproductive structure, and the example of the zoospores is the Chlamydomonas. So this is one kinds of the unicellular organism. These kinds of organism actually reproduce by asexually. Okay. Next one is the penicillium. Example is the penicillium. Penicillium is one kinds of the unicellular organism. So these kinds of the organism reproduce by asexually. So this is the basic things. This all those organisms belongs to the lower grouped animal. It means the invertebrates animals. Okay. Next slide contains the sexual reproduction. So already we have discussed the asexual reproduction. Now we are going to discuss the sexual reproduction. So sexual reproduction, actually this sexual reproduction involves the formation of the male and female gametes either by the same individual or by the different individuals of the opposite sex. So mark this word, the term is opposite sex. Opposite sex means in the case of the sexual reproduction we need both male and female. In case of the sexual reproduction we need both male and female. So that means the opposite sex. In same sex the sexual reproduction and not takes place in the organism's body. So this is the basic difference between the sexual and asexual reproduction. The basic things of sexual and asexual reproduction, that in the asexual reproduction only one sex is required, but in the case of the sexual reproduction two opposite sex is required. So in this case the sexual reproduction involves formation of the male and female gametes either by the same individual or by the different individuals of the opposite sex. Next is that these gametes fuse to form the zygote, which develops to form the new organism. These gametes, so through the sexual reproduction two gametes is required. So in the case of the sexual reproduction two gamete is required. So here gamete means the reproductive sex cell. Gamete means the reproductive sex cell. Okay. So in the case of the sexual reproduction, always remember, in the case of the sexual reproduction two opposite sex is required. So what is the meaning of opposite sex? That the male and female both. So these gametes fuse to form zygote, which develops to form the new organism. So this is the basic fundamental features of the sexual reproduction. So next slide contains the reproduction in flowering plants. So next, what is the meaning of the reproduction in flowering plants? That the plant's body also reproduce themselves sexually, like the annual, biennial, perennial. Annual means that the plant which completes its life cycle within 1 year and then dies. Example, peas plant. Second one, biennial, the plant which completes its biological life cycle in 2 years. Bi means 2, like the onion. And the perennial means that the plant that lives for more than 2 years, like the banana, mango. So this is the basic things of the reproduction. This is the basic things of the reproduction in flowering plants. The first one is that, I am repeating again, there are 3 types of phases are there. There are 3 types of the stages are there. The first one is the annual. Like the annual means that the plant which completes its life cycle within 1 year. That means the annual. After that it dies. Example, peas plant. Next one is the biennial. Biennial means that the plant which completes its biological life cycle in 2 years. Example, onion. And the last one is the perennial, the plant that lives for more than 2 years. Example, banana and mango. So this is the basic reproduction stages in the flowering plants. There are some unusual phenomenon of some flowering plants takes place in the plant's body, like the bamboo species flower only once in their lifetime, generally after 50 to 100 years produce large number of fruits and die. Next one is the another type of the Nilakuranji flower, actually lives once in a 12 years. The plant flowered during September to October 2006. This is actually for the general information. Okay. The last topic for today, that the breeding of animals. Okay. On the basis of time of breeding, the animals are of 2 types. The first one is the seasonal breeding. Second one is the continuous breeders. The first one is the seasonal breeders. Second one is the continuous breeders. Okay. What is the meaning of the seasonal breeders? That they reproduce at particular period of the year, such as frog, lizard, most birds, deer, etc. But in the case of the continuous breeders, these animals continue to breed throughout their sexual maturity. Example, honeybee, queen, poultry, rabbit, mice, cattle, etc. So there are 2 actually types of the breeding time of animals, like the seasonal breeders and the continuous breeders. So seasonal breeders means they reproduce at particular period of the year, such as the frog, lizard, most birds, deer, etc. And continuous breeder means that these animals continue to breed throughout their sexual maturity. Examples are the honeybee, queen, poultry, rabbit, mice, cattle, etc. So in our next class, we will discuss the cyclical changes during reproduction. So no more today. That's all for today. And go through these videos properly. And if you are facing any queries, so ask me. And in our next video, we will discuss the cyclical changes during reproduction. Okay, thank you. Take care.